and he says, let's do this. And they both.
Wow, what a fight, folks. Just delivered a shocker that has everyone on the edge of their seats. In the highly anticipated bout between Gaethje and Max Holloway, expectations were sky high, with fans bracing for an explosive encounter. Incredibly, the fight didn't just meet expectations, it surpassed them to the point that it left the MMA community completely stunned. But Alex Pereira versus Jamal Hill, everyone knew that there would be a terrible knockout in this fight. The twist in the tale, however, really shook the foundations of what fans had come to expect.
Oh, no, no, no. Oh!
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Similarly, in Oliveira versus Tsarukyan, as expected, the fighters created drama. So, stay tuned as we dive deeper into these remarkable showdowns, unpacking the pivotal moments and the tactical brilliance that defined these historic encounters at UFC 300. Buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get started. At UFC 300, nearly every fight deserved close attention. But we'll begin today's video with the bout between Tsarukyan and Charles Oliveira. This fight was intriguing because it featured a challenger status. Most experts and fans were confident in Tsarukyan's victory. However, it would be unwise to count out Oliveira too soon. He is a former UFC champion, has defeated many notable opponents, and holds the promotion's record for the most bonuses. Although Charles has only entered the octagon once since 2022, in a fight against Dariush, he demonstrated that he was in excellent form. Arman started the fight energetically, but within the first minute, he slipped and immediately fell prey to one of Oliveira's moves, a neck grab. For a moment, it seemed like it might be the end for Tsarukyan, but the Armenian fighter endured the pressure, even as he remained pinned under Oliveira. This clearly drained a lot of Oliveira's energy. Thus, Tsarukyan managed to extricate himself from the situation and assume a more advantageous position, where he received an illegal blow. Nevertheless, Tsarukyan continued the fight without any issues. So the first round proved to be emotional, albeit somewhat chaotic. The second 5-minute round began with stand-up exchanges. Fighters showcased their full skill sets, with the Armenian athlete consistently taking the initiative. While it couldn't be said that Charles sustained significant damage or was close to a submission loss, Tsarukyan confidently scored points and inflicted a serious cut on the Brazilian, edging closer to victory. However, given the controversial first round, everything was to be decided in the final segment of the fight. The fighters opted to exchange strikes while standing, each showing varying degrees of success. In the third minute, Arman's neck was caught again, but this time, the Brazilian clearly lacked strength to strangle an Armenian. Tsarukyan managed to reverse Oliveira and took his back. However, in the final minute, Oliveira gained the upper hand, and for a moment, it seemed like it could be the end. Tsarukyan appeared to have been caught off guard, but the Armenian fighter endured and held on until the gong sounded. So, the fighters delivered some intense fight, but Tsarukyan was the stronger competitor in 2 out of 3 rounds. In terms of the number of significant strikes thrown and control time, Arman clearly led. Despite it being a split decision, Tsarukyan ultimately clinched the final victory.
Fala, minha família, passando para agradecer todo mundo, meu, de coração. Nem todo dia vai ser dia de glória. Hoje foi uma luta dura. Tive a oportunidade de finalizar, de até nocautear e acabei não me encontrando. Vai passando mesmo só para agradecer todo mundo. Tô bem, estou com meus pontinhos nos olhos, tô um pouco inchado. Mas tô bem, já chorei, faz parte. Não vai mudar. É só voltar para casa, ficar perto da minha família, me dedicar a treinar de novo. E esperar que vocês ainda continuem torcendo e vibrando. Isso que eu tô vivendo aqui é maravilhoso. Obrigado de coração. O que eu posso prometer? Vou voltar mais forte. É isso, é o jogo, não tem muito o que fazer. Tive um campo maravilhoso, tive uma semana maravilhosa aqui de corte de peso. Mas é isso. Hoje não foi o dia, não era pra ser. Tá bom? Beijo no coração de vocês. Obrigado por tudo, tô bem. Daqui a pouco eu volto melhor.
And as for Gaethje and Max Holloway, that BMF title fight may just be the fight of the decade.
Now I gotta bring this to you guys, so look, maybe the greatest finish in UFC history? Is that too far?
We had Max Holloway on a podcast, and he says, everybody's so worried about Justin Gaethje, but I'm gonna get him out of there. I'm gonna put him out. He told me that.
The fighters engaged actively in a stand-up battle. Both fighters quickly began to exchange blows, with Max making the first move, but Justin soon took the initiative. At one point, Justin even made his opponent lose his balance. However, Holloway promptly countered with attacks of his own. There was a moment when it seemed that Highlight was beginning to falter, but he quickly regained his composure and started throwing low kicks. As the first round neared its end, Holloway landed a beautiful spinning back kick, which ended up breaking Gaethje's nose. Rounds 2 and 3 were absolute bangers, but had a hint of foul play, as Holloway had 2 accidental eye pokes to both of Gaethje's eyes. But Gaethje, being the absolute warrior he is, did not let those eye pokes get to him. Justin patiently waited for his opportunity, but it seemed that only a miracle could turn the tide in Justin's favor. As the fourth 5-minute period unfolded, Justin managed to land several hits. However, Max maintained complete control over the fight. Every precise hit from Holloway forced Highlight to guard up and bear the increasing pain. Max effectively wore down his opponent. Although quite unexpectedly, one of Gaethje's punches sent Max to the canvas, but Max quickly regained his composure. But what happened in the 5th round was the most spectacular finish in recent memory. With 10 seconds left to go in the fight, Holloway told Justin, "We are going to stand and bang in the middle of the octagon." And of course, he's agreed. It seemed like this was the last chance to knock out Max, but unfortunately, something happened that will go down in UFC history as one of the best knockouts. With 1 second left in the fight, Holloway landed a picture-perfect right hand, knocking Justin clean out. The fight turned out to be truly legendary. Throughout all 5 rounds in the octagon, there was an incredible battle. The ending, however, turned out to be special, but not for Justin. Let's be honest, after such a terrible knockout, fighters are never the same. Holloway won the BMF belt and begins to conquer the lightweight division where Ilia Topuria reigns. After this, how can Topuria refuse a fight with Max? Of course we are going to España.
Incredible performance. But yeah, like I said, Max has never lost it. A lot of people, even with our fights, after our fights, even after the last one, Max, as if Max was done and dusted. I'm like, no, that's not the case at all. Like he's always been that good, and you've just seen that once again.
And the main event of the evening was the title fight in the light heavyweight category between the current champion, Alex Pereira, and Jamal Hill. Everyone anticipated that one of these fighters would be knocked out today. However, no one expected it to happen so quickly.
I'ma hold that head up high. Eu vou fazer. Ele vai lembrar desse momento.
I'll make him remember this moment when I'm in my walkout, about to go into the octagon, and my music is playing.
Write it down. Take a picture. I don't give a.
Pereira began in his usual style with a low kick and continued calmly to gauge the distance. Hill tried to control the center of the octagon, launching kicks and occasionally threatening with his right hand. The pace was notably measured. Both fighters were cautious of each other's power and opted not to rush. However, with 2 minutes remaining in the round, Pereira unleashed for the first time, delivering a devastating left hook that sent Hill crashing to the canvas. There, he ruthlessly pounded the former champion with elbows before celebrating his victory with flair. So, Alex has pinned another former champion and continues to break UFC records. Agree that Pereira is a brilliant champion. He has won 2 belts in 7 fights. He may not shine with trash talk, but in the octagon, he turns each of his fights into a real spectacle.
Oh well, it's the game we played, got caught. For anybody that care, I'm good. I'm well. We still doing our thing tonight. Y'all know where we at. We over at Hakkasan. And yeah, man, we just build and come right back.
That's all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you in advance.